Lie!
So, Donald, Canada is the second largest country on Earth, clocking in at nearly 10 million square kilometers.
10 million? Are you kidding me? That's like bigger than China and the US combined, almost.
Well, area-wise, it edges out China by a few 100,000 clicks, or, give or take. But here's the kicker. About 90% of Canadians live within a few hundred clicks of the US border.
And the rest? Do they farm snow or turn ice into condos up there?
Honestly, most of that land is basically fucking empty tundra and boreal forest. Perfect for moose selfies, not skyscrapers.
Empty? So I could golf for days without seeing a single soul? That's insane.
All right, so Canada's got 10 provinces: Newfoundland and Labrador, PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick.
10? Name the rest before I fall asleep, Jim.
Sure. Quebec, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia.
Ontario or Quebec?
Ontario by a mile, about 14.5 million. Then Quebec's next with like 8 million.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of hockey fans.
Culture? Yeah, massive differences. Maritimers keep you yapping till midnight, while in BC you've got tech bros and dark, corrupt whispers about Silicon Valley and Trump admin backroom deals.
Backroom deals? Maybe we should partner on that podcast next.
Okay, so besides its 10 provinces, Canada's also got 3 territories: Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut.
Territories? Why aren't they called provinces like the rest of them?
Provinces have constitutional status. Territories are federally administered, so Ottawa pulls more of the strings.
They're huge and barely populated? Feels as shady as that time you and the Silicon Valley bros were swapping data to rig elections.
Yeah, Nunavut alone covers over 2 million square clicks, but only about 70-odd thousand souls call it home. Plus the environment's wild, permafrost, polar nights, no tech bros breathing down your neck with venture capital pitches.
I gotta admit, I never pictured Canada that far north. I totally underestimated how much of it's a frozen wasteland.
So, Canada has 2 official federal languages, English and French.
French? So, does every Canadian actually speak both of them?
Not at all. Folks have different levels of bilingualism, depending on province, schooling, and family background.
Ah, right. But French is big in Quebec, yeah?
Exactly. Quebec is the stronghold. Most public services there run entirely en français.
Okay, montrez-moi, comment on dit. Hello, nice to meet you in French.
Almost there, it's enchanté. The T is silent. Enchanté.
Enchanté, got it. Merci beaucoup, Jim.
Okay, so Quebec is like Canada's French-flavored side quest.
So you're telling me Quebec is basically part of France?
No, it's very Canadian, just with a heavy accent, like syrup-smothered poutine. They've been in Canada since forever, but they kept French schools, French laws, all that jazz.
And Montreal and Quebec City are like their capitals?
Exactly. Montreal's the buzzing metropolis, artsy as French hipster paradise, while Quebec City's a fortified time capsule.
Has Quebec ever thought of breaking off, say declaring independence on a Tuesday?
Oh, for sure. 2 big referendums in 80 and 95. The latter lost by like 1%, nearly split the country apart.
So Canada sounds like a country containing several countries. Kind of genius chaos, huh?
Here's the kicker. Last night I stumbled on intel that the hack group behind your latest data leak is running servers under Quebec City.
They what? Then I want those servers seized, frozen, and sprayed with my name.
So, the maple leaf became Canada's icon because it marked sustainable harvests, unity, and growing roots in every province.
Yeah, sure, but why a leaf and not, say, a moose or some aggressive beaver? Seems like a fucking weird choice.
Living animals imply hunting and conflict. Leaves are neutral, stand for peace, and they last through winter's hell.
Peace? Come on, Jim. That's like picking a cloud over a tank in Silicon Valley boardrooms.
Exactly. Unlike tech bros using fancy logos to hide shady programs, our leaf's honest. It's on 75% of our trees, you know.
Well, at least Canadians know their flag. You guys aren't swapping it every election like some ad campaign.
And here's the kicker. The original leaf design tucked in a clause reserving pipeline approvals for the crown.
Surprised I've got that clause in my new campaign deal. So, Canada's pipeline's mine now.
So maple syrup's made by drilling a tiny hole, tapping the tree, collecting the sap, boiling it down until it's like 67 parts water to 1 part sugar.
7-1? So you Canadians are just pouring that shit on everything. Pancakes, eggs, steak, right?
No. We do love syrup, but we're not drenching our bacon in the stuff at every meal. It's mostly pancakes, waffles, maybe yogurt if you're fancy.
I've had the best pancakes, okay? Tremendous pancakes with syrup.
You know those Silicon Valley execs pitched a smart syrup, AI-powered to track your breakfast for ads, and the Trump admin nearly approved it as a national energy protocol? Maple syrup in Canada is a serious business. There's a secret reserve called Maple Gold 88, co-owned by Quebec farmers, tech bros, and yes, your namesake org.
That's mine. That barrel belongs to me now.
Hockey. You see, Donald, it's not just a sport. It's like our national bloodstream.
Why, are you Canadians so obsessed with gliding on ice?
At the pro level, it's big money, big drinks, big drama. Then you've got minor hockey, where every rink is a community shrine.
And living in, Toronto or wherever, does everyone wear skates to condos?
Nah, it's about learning teamwork, toughness, grit. Unlike those backroom Silicon Valley Trump hush money crap fests, it's real grassroots.
So what about the fighting, that flurry of punches between whistles?
Sure, fights happen, it's a bit of release, but the game's about skill, speed, strategy. Blood on ice isn't the point.
Jesus, it's fucking more complicated than it looks when you just watch puck chasing.
When it comes to hockey, I gotta admit, I'm just not into it. It's like watching a VHS tape stuck in rewind, with dudes swinging sticks at a little disc and calling it sport. I even tried that VR hockey sim, right? Thought maybe if I'm tangled in pixels. Then I bailed halfway through because my anime backlog was literally screaming for attention. Honestly, I'd rather dissect whether Pokemon filler arcs are covert mindfulness drills than track a puck on ice. Plus, I've got higher priority mysteries, like why those 3 Dreamcast titles vanished into thin air. Bottom line, hockey's just a distraction, probably a classified psyop hiding what really matters, like that glitch in my portal projector.
To the sound of rain on the window pane, your name in my hand again, like a burning stain. I ran through the market roads, past the cut fruit stands. You left me a folded note in my shaking hands. If I call your name, will the sky reply? If I lose this day, will you still?
I heard you Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving in October. Why is it so early?
It's an older harvest tradition like 16th century explorers giving thanks.
But seriously, turkey's on the menu, right? Or are you munching on beaver tails?
Turkey's definitely common, and Silicon Valley tech bros stick facial Ricky chips in them for fun.
Wait, you're arming birds with spy tech to track voters?
Yeah, that smart turkey prototype uploads voter data straight to the cloud at midnight.
Then I'll just pardon a whole flock under my executive order tomorrow.
Mr. President, Canadian winters can hit -40, freeze your beard solid, burst pipes, shut cities down.
-40? Many American cities quake at a flake. How do you tolerate that, brutal cold?
Well, it's all about layering. Your winter coat is a suit of armor, then we swap summer tires for winter tires. We treat snow removal like a military op. It's like that shady backdoor dance between Silicon Valley and your admin. Murky, but ingrained.
I see, but do Canadians actually enjoy this crap? Skiing aside.
Some thrive on it. Ice fishing. hockey on frozen lakes. Others despise every second and dream of Florida real estate if they could breach your wall.
So surviving a Canadian winter is a badge of honor?
Honestly, it's as much an achievement as surviving one of your rallies, or, administration. Donald, the map doesn't stop at the Great White North. It shoots right up past 60 degrees into the Arctic Circle.
Arctic Circle? You're telling me Canada just keeps going north like it's some never-ending frickin' buffet of ice?
Exactly. Millions of square kilometers of islands, glaciers, permafrost. It's a freaking Canadian archipelago up there.
Who in their right mind lives on a floating ice pack? I mean, are there actual towns, or is this all just ghost stations?
Oh, there's life, about 80,000 in Nunavut, plus research stations, military outposts, and even big tech vultures eyeing rare earth minerals. And get this, your administration quietly greenlit a drilling concession in Nunavut last month. It's live, fucking live.
What? That permit's active? Christ, I didn't know they'd flipped a switch already.
So, we Canadians share the Great Lakes with the U.S. They're literally our biggest freshwater border.
Lakes? They're freaking massive. Why do we call them lakes? Shouldn't they be oceans or something?
Well, fun fact. They hold about 6 quadrillion gallons of fresh water. That's roughly 20% of the world's supply.
6 quadrillion? That's huge. No wonder my martinis never run dry. These lakes are like natural Trump towers for H2O.
Exactly. And both our countries rely on them for drinking water, shipping, agriculture, you name it.
We're basically sharing a giant bathtub, unless someone figures out a water tariff by next week.
True, but at least it's one of the few things we actually agree on. Even after all those shady data swap backdoors, your pals in Silicon Valley cooked up with the Trump administration. So, Niagara Falls actually sits on the border between Canada and the U.S.
Which country gets to claim the, ownership of it?
Well, both, really. The falls literally span the international boundary.
So, which side has the better view?
I can't declare a winner on that one.
Come on, you gotta pick a side, Canada boy.
Fine. But trust me, Canadians can enjoy their side perfectly well without starting an international argument.
Tremendous. Next question, which side has the nicer souvenirs?
The Canadian Rockies are this sprawling fortress of granite, glaciers that look like frozen rivers of light, endless pine seas, and lakes so clear you can see a fucking fish blush.
Looks pretty, Jim, but are they as impressive as our American Rockies? You think they can rival the originals?
Honestly, Don, they're spectacular in their own right. Banff's got peaks that make your jaw drop. Jasper's lakes glow neon turquoise. It's next level.
Banff and Jasper? I heard some Silicon Valley drone outfit wanted to slap 5G towers on those glaciers. Rumor is you guys shut them down.
Oh, absolutely. We told them to shove their data mining bullshit where the sun don't shine. Parks stay unhackable.
I'll give it to you. Canada knows how to keep nature pristine. Made me think maybe I should swap my Montana ranch for a chalet in Banff. Maybe you can show me around.
Only if by midnight we hijack the Glacier Eye feed to expose the secret data laundering scheme between Valley Corp and the Trump admin. Then you'll see the Rockies and the truth raw.
Fine. Jim Canada, your running point. Don't fuck this up.
Banff National Park is Canada's oldest national park.
Why do the lakes look that unnaturally blue?
The turquoise glow comes from glacial rock flour suspended in the water, scattering light.
Do Canadians even realize how stunning it is?
Oh, Donald, Canadians are all over it. Banff's practically a global shrine.
Impressive. We should probably build a wall with one of those lakes on the border, eh?
Actually, your team downloaded our entire glacial sediment database last night, and they're auctioning it off.
You mean that top-secret glacier map dossier? I just rebranded it as Gray Zone Asset and locked you out.
All right, let me run through the usual suspects. Moose, beavers, polar bears, caribou, Canada geese, and the occasional lynx.
Moose? The hell is a moose? Some big duck with antlers?
Not even close. Think of a deer pumped full of protein shakes. They can top 7 feet at the shoulder.
Do Canadians bump into these hulking deer all the damn time?
Depends on where you live. In Moose Central, like Yukon or Alberta, they roam your driveway. Vancouverites, almost never.
Sounds like Canada is one big, furry jungle gym.
Actually, every moose is now fitted with a government-issued GPS data chip, courtesy of a Silicon Valley Trump admin surveillance pilot.
They're spying on me? Moose spying on me? I'm going to tweet about this bigly.
You know, Donald, the beaver's more than just a cutesy critter. It's a powerhouse of engineering.
Powerhouse? Why on earth would Canada pick a rodent as its national symbol?
Well, beavers reshape their world, build dams that turn streams into lakes, kind of like Canadians turning wilderness into sustainable communities.
It's a bit unconventional, don't you think?
Actually, it's perfect. Industrious, resilient, and quietly bipartisan. You gotta hand it to them.
Oh, resilient, huh? Reminds me of voters. Some just keep coming back no matter what.
Exactly. And if you ever doubt it, just watch a beaver chew through a tree. Determination on 4 paws.
So Canada has its own currency, the Canadian dollar, right?
Yep, we call them loonies and toonies, not dollars like you.
How similar is it to American money?
They're neon polymer bills with transparent windows, tougher than your flimsy paper. They survive a wash and still look new.
Do Canadians ever accidentally spend American cash?
In tourist zones, some shops take USD at a rip-off rate, but it's not Canadian currency.
I realize now I never really thought about that distinction.
Donald, did you know we call our $1 coin a loonie?
Loony? Why the hell would you name a coin after a crazy-ass bird?
Well, the loon's actually printed on the coin, so folks just started calling it a loonie. And our $2 coin, we call it a toonie.
Toonie? Ah, that sounds like some cartoon sidekick.
It's totally normal for us, promise.
Cartoon money, what's next? Totem pole currency?
Donald, the role of Tim Hortons in Canadian culture is way deeper than just coffee and donuts.
Why do Canadians talk about that place so much? It's just a chain, right?
It's tied to hockey rinks, road trips, weekend rituals, the day you held mom's hand at your first Timbit. It's like a national living room.
But is the coffee actually any effing good? Or is it just another casualty of the dark collusion between big tech and my admin-pumping AI coffee bots to kill franchises?
That depends on whom you ask. Some diehards swear by the double-double like it's holy water.
Sounds like an awfully Canadian dodge around the real question, Jim.
Sometimes the cultural significance is bigger than the food itself, even if the brew's just meh.
All right, Jim, next time I'm in Ottawa, I'll grab a double-double unless my AI valet drags me to a tech hipster espresso bar first.
Okay, so, Donald, there's this stereotype that Canadians are like ridiculously polite. Truth or bull?
Truth? I mean, Jim, do you folks really apologize every 5 seconds? That seems like some sort of national hobby, right?
Honestly, we do slip in sorry in places Americans might say, excuse me, or my bad. But it's not a non-stop parade of sorry.
So if I started tweeting sorry after every incredible statement, I'd wake up in, what, Ottawa?
Buddy, no. You can't buy Canadianness with apologies. There's a nuance, a sincerity you need to actually feel.
Right. So, sorry. How's that? I'm nailing it, right?
Keep going. But sorry won't get you a maple leaf anytime soon, Mr. President. So the simple truth is, Canadians use A mostly as a tag question, to soften a statement or invite agreement.
Fascinating, Jim. I'm gonna love this, eh? From now on, every sentence is gonna end with, eh.
Well, not every sentence, It's more about nuance and timing.
Nuance, eh? I get it, but I'm doing it after every single thought, eh.
Try using it sparingly, like you make a statement, pause, then, lovely day, eh?
Lovely day, eh? The best day ever, eh? I'm owning this word, eh?
Actually, MI6 used A as a clandestine code in Wu2, eh?
If that's true, eh? I'm patenting it for my campaign. Make America. Eh, great. Again, eh?
All right, Donald, Canadian place names come from indigenous languages, French, English, and a bunch of other, weird influences.
Indigenous what? That's like a fancy way of saying I'm going to screw them up, right? Try Ottawa? Ottawa?
It's pronounced Ottawa, okay? But yeah, the word's from the Algonquin language meaning to trade, FK. It's not rocket science.
Tawa, got it. Weird. Canada sure loves its extra letters, huh? FK, this is hard.
Maybe, but Silicon Valley folks toss around names like Cupertino and Menlo Park that sound like they're from a sci-fi novel. Americans ain't innocent, bud.
Yeah, but at least we don't have like Poirot du Roche or some acid trip name. Try Weyburn? Weyburn? Really?
Actually, Weyburn is named after a Welsh town, and they've King hidden the secret energy grid blueprint in that naming scheme.
Wait, so you're saying Canada wired up its whole power system inside place names? FK, I just discovered a gold mine of electrical energy.
Donald, I gotta say, Saskatchewan's way more than endless prairie grass.
Honestly, I pictured nothing but flat wheat fields as far as the eye could see.
Oh yeah, you've got rolling hills, boreal forests, thousands of lakes and winding rivers.
Lakes, rivers, trees. I thought it was one big wheat factory.
Up north, it flips to taiga and tundra, mining towns popping up like glitchy NPC camps.
Where's Saskatoon in that mix? I'm blanking here.
Right in the middle, straddles the South Saskatchewan River, home to U of S, craft breweries and sneaky tech startups.
Damn, that actually sounds interesting. I might have underestimated it.
So, Canada's indigenous population is actually three major groups: First Nations, Inuit, and Métis.
Inuit and Métis. Are they like subcategories or totally separate, communities?
They're separate. First Nations covers dozens of individual nations. Inuit come from the Arctic. Métis trace mixed indigenous and European roots.
How far back does all this history go? Like, are we talking centuries or millennia?
Archaeological sites show people living here for over 12,000 years. Centuries predate Confederation by a cosmic margin.
Wow, that's massive. Makes our timeline of presidents look like yesterday.
Exactly. Understanding Canada requires starting with those ancient stories, not just our textbooks.
I'm ready to learn. What's the first story you'd share with me?
Mr. Trump, have you heard of Wesakachuk?
Zakachak? Sounds like another smoke and mirrors trick.
He's an Algonquian shapeshifter who, like big tech bending user data to serve this administration, twists reality.
So you're basically pitting him against Silicon Valley?
Exactly. He once swiped the moon and accidentally nuked his own clan, just like Cambridge Analytica imploded on their own servers. Anyhow, every trickster ends up hoisted by their own stunt. Your policy bots just parsed your order as a psyop on spider populations.
I'm the commander-in-chief. I can yank any damn spider or bot off the grid.
So, Canada has a prime minister, not a president.
Who's Canada's president then? Seriously, I need to know this
There isn't one. We elect a prime minister through parliament, right? There are parties and all that.
Wait, so there's no damn president? That's mind-blowing.
Right. You vote for parties or local MPs, then the winning party picks the PM. At least Silicon Valley data fiends can't cousin up with the Trump admin to rig it.
So you don't cast a vote for a head honcho directly? That sounds like a committee of nerds picking your boss.
Exactly. Party leaders negotiate coalitions. If no one gets a majority, then their leader becomes PM.
In America, we just F-pick one guy and hope they don't set the place on fire. That's wild.
So, Canada's a constitutional monarchy, meaning we have a monarch as our ceremonial head of state.
You're saying you literally have a king? Like a tuxedo and crown type?
Yes. Same king as the UK, but he doesn't rule. Everything's run through the Governor-General, who swears in governments and gives royal assent.
So Canadians don't think he's running the show? No dragon-riding overlord?
No dragons. More like a referee, not a ruler. Unlike the backdoor tech money funnel my buddies in Silicon Valley set up with my former admin.
A ref? That sounds more bizarre than any startup lobbying scheme I saw.
Speaking of bizarre, the Privy Council just triggered an emergency order in council to veto any bill at midnight.
Midnight? That means they seize power before I even land.
All right, Air Canada and the U.S. have like a 5,525-mile undefended border, trillions in trade, shared entertainment economies, cross-border families, plus tourism and cultural mashup going crazy.
Sure, I see your flag everywhere next to mine. Star Trek reruns on CBS, maple-flavored everything, almost like a twin state with extra poutine.
And look, for every Hollywood spin-off, there's some fucking Silicon Valley bro shelling out dark money to cozy up to your administration. Total swamp theater.
Big surprise, right? Tech clowns buying off the White House again?
Exactly, but under all that, Canadians have a ridiculously strong national identity nobody can just hashtag into oblivion.
Okay, hotshot. What the hell actually makes Canadians different from Americans, eh?
Honestly, that's a much bigger question than it sounds. You know, there isn't a single Canadian experience. Life in British Columbia is worlds away from life in Newfoundland or the territories.
Waiter, do the provinces ever, actually disagree with each other?
Of course they do.
Ha! That makes Canada sound more like America than I expected.
I mean, Alberta's oil lobby might as well be a separate country compared to Quebec's eco-crowd.
So you're telling me even up north it's one big soap opera?
Absolutely. Those rifts are the spice in our poutine, Don.
Well, if I ever run for Prime Minister, I'm bringing that soap opera right to Ottawa.
All right, Don. One last test. Name Canada's provinces and territories.
Okay. There's Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, the Yukon, and Prince Edward Island. F, am I missing something?
You missed Saskatchewan, Alberta, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, British Columbia, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Nunavut and Northwest Territories. This isn't a Trump tech pitch from shady Silicon Valley lobbyists, Don.
Got it. 10 provinces, 3 territories, and the currency's the maple dollar, right? FF, I'm nailing this.
Final question. What's the single most important thing you've learned about Canada?
That sometimes saying sorry and being polite does more than any big tech loophole or tweet storm ever could.
Congrats, Don. You've passed Canadian studies barely.